Our planet is surrounded by many mysterious places that are hidden from us, and some are prohibited to enter for people because they are hazardous in nature and can cause harm to human life. Well, such an ancient and mysterious city has been discovered by archaeologists under the Grand Canyon. What's inside this forbidden city? And what are the other things that you should know? We will cover all of that stuff in today's video, so stick to the end to get every bit of it. The story starts with the Grand Canyon investigations. Kincaid was a well-known archaeologist who was granted money by the Smithsonian. Mr. Kincaid was employed in the early 1900s to learn more about the western states. His journey brought him to many sites, but one of them may have revolutionized our perception of the Grand Canyon and how the government organizations analyze history. He began his journey in Utah with a companion in a wooden canoe on the Green River, which led to the Colorado River via the Canyonlands. They intend to float down the Colorado River to the Humor to document what they discover in this previously unseen area where there are no man-made buildings, such as the Lake Powell Dam in 1907. Nature was the only thing standing between them and their mission. According to a news story, he discovered a lost city when he was near the contemporary Lake Powell Dam at the end of a tunnel that extended more than 1,600 meters underground. That was the entrance to this fascinating underground civilization. Kincaid was taken aback by how difficult it was to enter the cave, approximately 450 meters below the steep canyon wall when the entrance appeared. The government ensured that the place was safe and secure, as it was designated for the research purpose and how people learned about it. The cave's entrance was atop a shelf that was hidden from the view of the river. When he noticed chisel marks on the wall inside the city's entrance, he grabbed his rifle and walked inside. According to Kincaid, the manner the underground city was designed demonstrated that the people who built it were accomplished engineers. More specifically, the central entrance to the underground city resembled a gigantic camera, with tunnels extending from it like spokes on a wheel, and the walls of the main chamber were covered with metal weaponry and tablets with Egyptian symbols and hieroglyphics. It was also fascinating to find mummified bodies in the citadel. None of the unearthed mummies were smaller than 2.7 meters tall. Some mummies are wrapped in bark fabric, while others are covered in clay. The crypt where the mummies were discovered is one of the largest chambers, with walls slanting back at around a 35-degree slope. On them, there are layers of mummies, each with its own heaven shelf, and a small seat with copper cups and shattered sword shards in the center of each. It's worth mentioning that all of the mummies examined thus far have been male, with no ladies or children buried here. As a result, the outer part is assumed to be the warriors' barracks. Many of the rooms in the discovery are devoid of any animal bones, skins, clothes, or bedding unless they are water vessels. Cooking items were discovered in one area around 40 by 700 feet, which was most likely the dining hall. Well, what these people ate is unknown. It is supposed that they traveled south in the winter and farmed in the valleys before returning north in the summer. Kincaid said that he photographed one of them with a flashlight, but no such image was discovered. Further research revealed surprising details about what the city's purported giants thought a room more than 30 meters from the entrance included a tens of meters long cross-shaped plant and an idol that could have been their religion's supreme god. The mannequin sat cross-legged, holding a lotus or lily flower in each hand, and its face had oriental traits comparable to cave art. At the time, scientists couldn't claim the idol was Buddha, but it did resemble him. Kincaid and his partner, Professor David Starr Jordan, explored a ceremonial crypt at the end of the Great Hall, where they discovered the mummies as the expedition's final discovery. Unfortunately, the source only provides a few additional details about this discovery. The Smithsonian Institute denies the existence of this intriguing underground city, and no official descriptions or references to it have been found. Although people of a great civilization lived here thousands of years before the Christian era, the timeline of human history is filled with gaps. It's worth noting that the Hopi Indians have a tradition that their ancestors originally resided in an underworld in the Grand Canyon until a schism formed between the good and the bad, the people of one heart and the people of two hearts. Their chief Machado encouraged them to flee the underworld, but there was no way out. The chief then allowed the tree to grow and pierce the underworld ceiling, and the people of one heart climbed out. They sent a message to the Sun Temple begging for peace, goodwill, and rain for people of one heart. The messenger never returned, but it is now sundown in Hopi villages. When the messenger returns, the old men of the tribe can be seen out on the housetops gazing towards the sun, hoping that their lands and ancestral home will be given to them. The artist W.E. Rollins discovered the mythology while living with the Hopi Indians for a year. There are two ideas concerning the Egyptians' origins. According to one theory, they originated in Asia, while another believes they originated in the Upper Nile region. The Grand Canyon discovery may have led Heron, an Egyptologist, to assume that the Egyptians were of Indian ancestry. This shares more information about human evolution in previous ages. Also, according to some accounts, the Grand Canyon is 17 million years old, which answers our query. Several Grand Canyon park rangers have also emphasized the enigmatic nature of cursed things. People take something as a keepsake and then experience bad luck, so they ship it back. However, the Grand Canyon's age is influenced by the enormous unconformity. Geologists can only speculate on its age because the rocks cannot be properly dated. Some say that the Grand Canyon is only 5 to 6 million years old, while others say it's 70 million years old. This is an important distinction. Even more baffling is the fact that the Grand Canyon's rocks are 1,840 million years old. If you hear about Bigfoot sightings, you'll want to visit a hidden place, and the Grand Canyon is no different. Sightings of Bigfoot are more frequent in the Pacific Northwest, but they've also been reported in the Grand Canyon. Because none of these sightings can be proven, the mystery of the vast unconformity is still interesting. Scientists use rock to establish the age of landmarks such as the Grand Canyon. The different layers of stone on the canyon's walls might reveal its age. The Grand Canyon is difficult to date since the rocks on its walls appear to be missing a lot of material. In 1869, John Wesley Powell noted multiple strata of rock missing from the canyon walls. More than 1 billion years of rock have been removed from the walls, with stones 1.4 to 1.8 billion years found beneath strata only 520 million years old. According to Cave Secrets, the cave and the Grand Canyons are similarly fascinating in some areas. There are approximately 300 caverns known to exist, but geologists believe the canyon may contain up to 1,000 caves. In 1909, the Arizona Gazette published a story about 5 explorers who claimed to have discovered a mysterious network of gigantic caves large enough to shelter 50,000 people comfortably. There were also statues, weapons, seeds, and other treasures in the caves. The canyon is believed to include a subterranean Egyptian city, but there are no records of any explorers mentioned in the article, nor are any remains from the expedition. Several people believe the Gazette sells papers using decoys, while some conspiracy theorists believe that the Smithsonian hides the facts in order to fit the official narrative. Others think that the caverns are a portal to the 4th dimension of a protected location that no one can currently enter. There have been tales of Egyptian pyramids and artifacts being found in the Grand Canyon's forbidden region. The cave story sparked these rumors, or perhaps no one knows whether the legend or stories are true. They make for intriguing theories to investigate while touring the Grand Canyon. We have most likely only scratched the surface of the canyon's mysteries. Well, this concludes everything about the Grand Canyon's hidden city that is discovered by archaeologists, but it seems that all the facts were gone to make it a secret and a prohibited zone. Let us know your opinions and likings in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. And for more interesting videos like this, subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to press that bell icon. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.